very good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Heshain Ali and let's have a look at the headlines first. President lashes out at central bank officials for their inefficiency on recovering the economy. Manufacturing activity has rebounded strongly in May as country eased COVID-19 restrictions. News in detail. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa expresses his worries over the lethargic behavior of the central bank and directs them to send him their proposals on strengthening the shattered economy. President Rajapaksa made these directives in a discussion with the senior officers of the central bank this morning.
සෞඛ්‍ය ක්‍රයිසිස් එක. ඒක ඉකොනොමික් ක්‍රයිසිස් එකක් වෙන්න දෙන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. ලොකු රටවල් විතරක් නෙවෙයි පොඩි රටවල් පවා central banks විශාල පියවරවල් අරගන්න. දැන් මේ බලන්න a Fed commits to use full range of tools to help the economy through unprecedented time. දැන් අපි මොකද්ද පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන tool එක? කිසි දෙයක් නැහැ. කිසිම දෙයක් මේ වෙනුවෙන් අපේ මහ බැංකුව කරලා නැහැ. මේක මහ බැංකුවත් භාණ්ඩාගාරයක් තමයි monetary and fiscal policy එක කරන්නේ. වෙයි ඒක වෙන්න ඕන රටේ ජනාධිපතිතුමාගේ economic policy එකට හරියන්න. ඔගොල්ලෝ ළඟ විවිධ tools තියෙනවා මේකට. ඒ tools පාවිච්චි කරන්නට ඕන. හැබැයි අපේ මහ බැංකුව කිසිම tool එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැහැ. නිකන් නිදා ගන්න. අපි කිව්වේ rupees 150 billion මේ බැංකුව වලට දෙන්න. මේ businesses වල වැරද්දක් නෙවෙයි. පසුගිය වැරදි නිසා හැම කම්පැනි එකකටම රජයෙන් විශාල මුදලක් ගෙවන්න තියෙනවා. දැන් මේ මුදල මේ අයට සිකියුරිටි එකක් හැටියට තියාගෙන බැංකු වලින් ඉඩ දෙන්න මේ අයට ලෝන් එකක් ගන්න. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් ඉකොනොමි එක දුවවන්න. මේ මනි සර්කියුලේෂන් එකනේ මේක සිම්පල් දෙයක් නේ මේ බේසික්ස් ඔෆ් ඉකොනොමික්ස් නේ.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa also blamed the central bank's officials for being failed to regulate the financial companies in the country. President Rajapaksa also directed the officials to hand him over a report of proposals on resolving the present economic crisis by tomorrow morning.
ඔගොල්ලන්ගේ වගකීමක් නේ ෆයිනෑන්ස් කම්පනීස් මේ නියාමනය කිරීම සහ කළමනාකරණය කිරීම. ඒව කරන්නෙත් නැහැ. ලීසින් කම්පනීස් ඒව කරන්නෙත් නැහැ. ETI එක. ඒක ඔගොල්ලෝ වැරදි විදියට කරලා අන්තිමට ගෙවා ගන්න බෑ මේ මිනිස්සුන්ට සල්ලි. ඊට පස්සේ ද ෆයිනෑන්ස් අපි දන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඒක වහලා දැන් ඒකට සල්ලි ගෙවන්න. දැන් මම දීලා තියෙන ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ක්‍රමවේදයක්. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරන්න බැරි නම් හෙට උදේ වෙනකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමවේදය මට ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න. මේ බලන්න අනිත් රට small and medium size businesses බේර ගන්න කරන වැඩ කොහේව අපේ අය කරනවා. එක්ක ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආව අමාරුවේ දාන්න ආණ්ඩුව රජයට පහසු තත්ත්වයට පත් කරන්න ඉන්න අය මට මේ විදිහට කතා කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔය බැංකුවේ හොරකම් කරනකොටමත් ඔයගොල්ලෝමනේ හිටියේ. ඒවයිද ඒගොල්ලන්ට සහයෝගය දුන්නා නම් ඇයි මම මේ ඉල්ලන සාධාරණ දෙයට වැඩ කරන්න බැරි? කරුණාකරලා මම කියන දේ අප්‍රූව් කරන්නේ නැත්නම් ඕගොල්ලන් එක හෙට උදේ වෙනකොට දෙන්න. මේ රට මේ ඉකොනොමික් සිටුේෂන් එකෙන් කොහොමද අපි එන්නේ කියන එක.
Central Bank report indicates that the activities in manufacturing and service sectors have significantly rebounded in the month of May this year. Purchasing Managers Index recorded a noticeable bounce in last month, reaching to 49.3, which is an increase of 25.1 index points from the all-time low of 24.2 recorded in April this year. The report shows that the gradual easing of restrictions for mobility has contributed to the resumption of economic activities in the manufacturing sector. Production Sub-Index reported an index value of 51.1 in May 2020 compared to 3.5 reported in April, reflecting a significant expansion in volume produced, particularly in manufacturing of food, beverages and manufacturing of textiles, wearing apparel sectors. Further, new orders, stock of purchases, employment sub-indices also improved during the month of May 2020, yet remained below the neutral level. In the meantime, many respondents in the manufacturing of textile and wearing apparel and manufacturing of chemicals and chemical products sector highlighted that they still have not received orders for their products and therefore they have initiated to produce some alternative products relating to health and safety instead of their regular products. The overall expectations for manufacturing activities for the next 3 months significantly increased compared to the previous month, yet the manufacturers are still concerned that COVID-19 pandemic would continue to affect the consumer demand. Moreover, services sector PMI rebounded significantly to 43.1 in May 2020 from a record low of 29.8 in April 2020, with the steps taken towards resumption of civilian life and institutions back to normalcy in the country following the curb in the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. However, business activities related to tourism industry included accommodation, food and beverage, subsector declined owing to restrictions imposed on hotel operations and zero international tourist arrivals for the second consecutive month. However, employment declined in May 2020 compared to previous month due to the halt of new recruitments amidst retirements. Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break. Welcome back after the break. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has decided to halt the importation of handlooms and batik textiles. This decision was taken at a meeting held at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday with regard to the problems faced by those who are engaged in the textile and garment industry. The decision to halt the importation of handlooms and batik textiles was taken with the expectation of uplifting the local manufacturers, attracting more local manufacturers towards these industries and preserving foreign exchange. In the meantime, President stressed that the quality of fabric for school and various uniforms should be of high quality, and it was also decided to deploy a supervisory team on this regard. President Rajapaksa stressed the need for collective decision-making by the manufacturers of local garment textiles to create a wider market. The need to establish a trading center for buyers in other countries to buy garments in bulk was also discussed. Issues related to the quality and price of threads and chemicals imported from foreign countries were also discussed at length. President's Media Division announced that the Colombo Lotus Tower will be declared open for the public by early next year after resolving all prevailing issues. In the meantime, addressing a meeting held with officials of the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka and the Lotus Tower project, yesterday President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that the Lotus Tower project should be bestowed with the country after modernizing it to the highest possible standards as a productive investment. Accordingly, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has instructed the officials to immediately commence the process of apprising the local and foreign entrepreneurs regarding investment opportunities in line with the Lotus Tower project. President Rajapaksa also said that local and foreign investors should be given the opportunity to open restaurants, shops and recreational facilities in the Lotus Tower premises while making room for traditional creations as well. The issues that existed during the implementation of the Lotus Tower project were also discussed in detail, and the project is scheduled to be vested with the public by early next year after resolving all prevailing issues. Secretary to the President P.B. Jayasundara, the Principal Advisor to the President Lalit Veeratunga, Secretary of Defence retired Major General Kamal Gunaratne, Director General of the TRC Oshada Senanayaka, retired Major General Prasad Samarasinghe, Chief Project Coordinator of the Lotus Tower project, and officials participated in this meeting. World Health Organization stresses that countries which have suppressed the coronavirus should stay alert to the possibility of resurgence of COVID-19 cases. WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus made these observations yesterday addressing the press briefing on coronavirus.
Globally, more than 7.8 million cases of COVID-19 have now been reported to WHO and more than 430 deaths. It took more than 2 months for the first 100,000 cases to be reported. For the past 2 weeks, more than 100,000 new cases have been reported almost every single day. Almost 75% of recent cases come from 10 countries, mostly in the Americas and South Asia. However, we also see increasing numbers of cases in Africa, Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and the Middle East. Even in countries that have demonstrated the ability to suppress transmission, countries must stay alert to the possibility of resurgence. Last week, China reported a new cluster of cases in Beijing after more than 50 days without a case in that city. More than 100 cases have now been confirmed. The origin and extent of the outbreak are being investigated. Despite the ongoing global response to the COVID-19 pandemic, we cannot lose sight of other significant public health issues, including influenza. Influenza affects every country every year and takes its own deadly toll.
Stay tuned for stock updates. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The All Share Price Index gained 4.73 points to close at 4,915.56, and the S&P SL 20 gained 31.90 points to close at 2,079.12. The turnover was 1 billion rupees and over 25 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. And that's all news for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business. Until then, take care. Good night.